We're still a long way from January, but the buzz has already started. Who will Newcastle United be looking for in the next transfer window? After the impressive summer signings, Woltemade, Thiaw, and Ramsdale proving themselves, expectations are high. And now, with Ross Wilson in charge as the new sporting director, fans want to know what's next. So, fans, do you think Newcastle really needs more reinforcements? And if so, which position should the team target first? According to Keith Downey of Sky Sports, the path seems clear. Newcastle should go after another striker in January. The journalist believes Eddie Howe will need to expand his options in attack, mainly to ease the workload on Nick Woltemade. Makes sense, doesn't it? We're competing in 4 competitions: Champions League, Premier League, and the Cups. And with the squad constantly under pressure, strengthening the attack could be essential to maintain momentum. But will the club really go to the market after such a busy and expensive summer? Howe had already said he didn't expect any major signings. Even so, Downey is adamant Newcastle will be active in January. He was direct. "I still think the club will go to the market. I think you'll sign another striker. You can't rely solely on Woltemade and Wissa, especially with Wissa's knee problems. A third striker is necessary." Now the question remains, who would this new name be for the Magpies' attack? If this reinforcement actually arrives, where would that leave Will Osula? The young striker has been growing, showing potential and attracting attention even from clubs abroad. Eintracht Frankfurt, for example, offered $30 million on the last day of the transfer window, but Newcastle refused. But there's a dilemma. Osula needs to play to continue evolving. With Wissa returning and a possible new signing on the way, his playing time could plummet. So, what to do? Loan the boy out to gain experience? Or keep him in the squad and bet on his future here? Everything depends on the profile of the reinforcement. If the club brings in a natural striker, a loan seems inevitable. But if it's a winger with a nose for goal, a position where the team really needs more options, perhaps there's still room for the Dane to prove himself and earn his place. While Newcastle is thinking about reinforcing its attack, another important name is attracting attention in the market: Sandro Tonali. The Italian, who returned in great form after his suspension, has become a target for Real Madrid. But the message from Tyneside is clear. Whoever wants Tonali will have to pay dearly, at least 80 million euros. Real is even preparing an offer of 50 million, but that's far from enough. Newcastle is in no hurry. Tonali has a contract until 2028, and Howe considers him a key piece of the project. Since returning to the pitch, the midfielder has shown why: intensity, technique, and leadership. So, will Real Madrid agree to pay that price? Is Newcastle simply sending a message to the market: we don't sell our pillars? The situation shows how Newcastle is experiencing a new moment. The club is no longer the one that felt obliged to sell its best players. Today, it sets its price, plans for the future, and seeks strategic reinforcements. With Ross Wilson in charge of the sporting side and Howe on the bench, the plan is clear: maintain the backbone, strengthen the squad, and compete at a high level on all fronts. But the big question for you, the fan, remains: should Newcastle prioritize the arrival of a new striker in January, or hold back resources to guarantee the long-term permanence of names like Tonali? The market promises to be hot for the Magpies, and each move can define the course of the season. Will we see a new number 9 arriving at St. James's Park? Or will the big reinforcement be keeping those who already make a difference? Leave your opinion in the comments, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news about our Newcastle United. The January transfer window promises to be exciting, and you'll want to follow every detail here at Magpies News.